he sees in that picture, yeah, that's what he is. I'll leave it at that.
Right on. All right, moving on to Holly's question. Where'd it go? How much time does it spend in choreography? Putting all your dance moves together. How much time do you spend on that? Which I want to know about that one too.
How much time do I put
to assemble like a whole dance routine for your shows?
Oh, that pretty much just comes natural. I mean, I'll just listen to the song, and then I just think what kind of moves I want to do, whether they're Prince moves or my moves or both incorporated, and I'll just kind of do that. And some of the songs have signature dance moves, like when we do 1999. There's a signature move that you've seen in the video, and I always incorporate that into the live show so people recognize it and get off on it. And then I just venture off into a lot of other stuff that I would do. And a lot of it comes spontaneous. A lot of it is just like dance routines I've collected, and I just throw them in the show. But as far as how much time does it take me to create that, it doesn't really. I've been doing this so long, so I think when I first started, I had to really kind of look at his dance moves a little more precisely, so I can be like, oh, this is how he dances when he does this song, and I can take that and incorporate it into every part of the show now. But I've been doing it so long; it's just like second nature now. It's like putting on some pajamas. and it's pretty easy, but that doesn't take any time now. It takes me more time to teach others, if that's even a better answer for that question. When I incorporate new band members, I have to teach them and show them these choreography moves.
Now, let's say if you get somebody who's a little bit like rhythm challenged as far as their dancing goes, do you still keep them on, or is that kind of one of those things where, well, we're going to have to get somebody else who's a little bit more danceable?
Yeah, I've had both. I've had both of those kind of challenges. You get a good bass player, but they can't dance. They got two left feet. So but you have shows coming up, so you gotta work with that a little bit. So, I use what they are able to do. A lot of times they can't keep up, so it's like I have to create something that makes them look just as enjoyable without it being less complicated on them.
All right.
So it is challenging to deal with that.
I bet. Alrighty, another question just popped up. Miss Karen, she asked, I don't know if we covered this or not already, but she wants to know, when are you planning to bring your original work back on tour, or when do you plan to bring your original work on tour? There you go.
My original music will be on tour probably right after New Year's in December next month. I'm going to release a couple of music videos to support the new songs and get that out there and let people see exactly what it's going to look like when I do bring it out. So, that'll be starting in January for sure, with some showcase dates. I know I got some stuff in Cali, but even in Cali, I want to be whipping out the J-Ride out there too. So, January is going to be the month.
Cool.
Mark your calendars, everybody. Yeah. Mark your calendars.
Yeah, send it to us, Julian, and we'll be happy to feature it on a music video pick for you.
Yeah. I mean, the first video is going to be I Want a Funky, of course.
Of course.
There's something about that song every time we play it live. It really connects with the crowd. And even though it's not like what people probably are thinking, like straight upbeat dance funk, this is kind of like mid-tempo. But it says a lot, because it lets me showcase things in that song with the lyrical content, of course, the funky music, and I get to just really whip it out on that guitar. Which there's not a lot of current artists playing like that. I mean, I'm sure they could, but they're not doing it. The only other few artists I've seen it with that intense is people like Prince or people that play like that. And there's less than a handful that I've seen.
Cool. Alrighty.
That's why the J-Ride's going to be so sexy.
Yeah. All right, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I think all right, I think Julian is talking. I think not Julian. I think Miss Spider is talking to somebody, talking to Holly in the chat room. So never mind. All right, so we're gonna take a break, real quickly. But before we do, we're gonna play one of Julian's J-Ride's music. It's called "Ball and Chain." So tell us about that song real quick.
Ball and Chain? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that song is, basically the title of that song is pretty much about having something that's strong enough that nobody can break. So it's not what people thinking like you're stuck somewhere or, you're limited. It's actually the opposite of that, Like some people say solid like a rock or, something like that. This is pretty much in that same positive category as far as singing the song out.
All right.
It's got a really sexual groove to it. That's what makes it so cool.
Alrighty then. All right, guys, ready to rock and roll again? We're getting get dancing. Here you go. Ball and Chain, J-Ride, Julian. Little soft sounds coming to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Disclaimer. Let's Talk About the Music, LTATM Radio, is broadcast on Spreaker.com. We play only independent musicians from across the globe. We get all of our music from friends and MusicSubmit.com.
Woohoo! Let's Talk About the Music is starting.
What is Let's Talk About the Music, and why are you so excited about it?
It's a podcast with controversial talk and a global mix of music.
Oh, cool. How and where can I listen?
Just go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com and click follow to be sure to get all the info about the bands that are playing and see their music videos. Then click on Spreaker or iTunes to listen live and even chat with other listeners and the host herself.
What day and time is Let's Talk About the Music on?
Every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time.
I think I'll tune in. Thanks for the info.
On Wednesday, November 16th, hang out with the band Shakespeare's Unit and hear their unique style. We'll talk about the history and culture of the city of Jacmel, Haiti, in which they were born, and how the group came to be. Listen in from 8 p.m. to midnight on Let's Talk About the Music. Hey everyone! Want to know how you can help Let's Talk About the Music stay on the air and earn some VIP privileges at the same time? Go to patreon.com/LTATM radio to find out how you can get involved. That's patreon.com. Let's Talk About the Music.
Hey, this is Stefan Groth from Germany-based fusion folk band Zerb, and you're listening to Let's Talk About the Music.
Okay, we're going on the air. Hi, welcome back to hour 2. No, hour 3, sorry. It's 10 p.m. here in Seattle, or Tacoma. And what time is it over there, Spider?
It is just about coming up on 1 o'clock in the a.m.
Alright, so who are we? I'm Shels. I am based here in Tacoma, Washington. If you guys don't know where that is, you can Google it.
Drink.
And then we got Spider out there in Ohio, and we're not talking anymore about politics. It's making everyone really, really edgy and twitchy, and yeah, we did it all last week, so we're done.
That's right. My instigation is over. We're not going to do it anymore.
Yes. And then we are now been talking to Julian from Erotic City and his own band called J Rise. So he's a very creative person. So here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.